It's got legs and it's wiggling! Oh, disgusting! I've disliked basically he fell out of his chair, I forgot to say that. I've disliked insects since I was a child, but when these creepy crawlies appeared on my plate, it was just too much. You little... Yolanda seemed ready for such a twist, and was already at the door, laughing as if she had heard a fresh stand-up comedy joke. Seriously? A fresh stand-up comedy joke? That's what you went with? Alright. I dashed after her. Come back here, you ruffian! I shall take you by force! We ran out of the canteen. We were just a few dozen meters apart, and I felt I could reach this girl easily. We ran through the square, past the club's house, and ran into the forest path. I started to gasp for breath. I should have quit smoking, I guess. Really? Smoke? Okay. Yolvana passed out of sight on the next turn. It can't be true that she managed to get away from me. It simply can't! It's impossible! No one can run faster than me! I stopped and tried to catch my breath again. ... Night was falling. Well, that was fast. Looks like I'm lost. Can't you just turn around and go backwards? It's a bad idea to stay in the woods at night. Better get back to my camp. However, I had absolutely no clue which way to go. Well, gotta choose at random. Man, why does that sound like a horrible idea? ... I wandered for quite some time in the forest and even thought of crying for help, but finally I saw the camp's fence beyond the trees. Everything fell back into place. The bus is gone. Of course it is. I mumbled quietly. On the one hand, there was nothing strange about that. The bus couldn't just stay there forever. On the other hand, it meant there was someone driving, because buses don't drive themselves. Well, of course they don't. That's just knowledge. Knowledge is power. Or do they? No, they don't. This world seemed too normal, but every event here had at least two explanations for it. An ordinary, real, everyday explanation, and a surreal one. Certainly the driver could have just been off for a snack, and I left too soon, and that's why. In any case, this is not the place for me. Whether the bus drives itself or not was probably an important question. But it was much more important to know how I had got here at all. And where this here was. The fields and the woods stretching towards the horizon had no answers. There was nothing familiar about them. ... A strange, odd, and alien world. However, at the same time, it was absolutely not frightening. Not in the least. Either my self-preservation instinct decided to resign from its job, or all the running around the camp and the local pioneers had lulled me so much with their carefree normality that I was simply forgetting what had happened to me just a couple hours ago. I feel like I've been playing this for I feel like we've been at this camp years already, and we just showed up. Although I probably just had no strength left to worry. All I wanted was some peace, calmness. I just want to have a break from it all. And only after that would I continue looking for answers, ready and reloaded. However, that would be some time later. And what about now? Can I allow myself to relax? ... Man. You should probably just, go back to camp. It got completely dark, and in any case, it was better to spend the night in a camp. I mean, you're right. I was about to head back when someone came up silently from behind. Oh, okay. I thought it was a ninja. Still might be. Hello, what are you doing here so late? Slavia? ... It was Slavia standing before me. Very good. I was so surprised that I jumped. So, you didn't catch Yolana, did you? She smiled. Who? If I hear Yolana again, I'm gonna give her a good smackin'. I nodded disappointingly inside. No wonder. No one ever has. Who? One day I'm gonna see her. I'm gonna take out her leg, and then they're gonna have to put her down like a racehorse. You think I'm fucking joking? Yeah, she's a real rocket girl. She could have found a better use for her energy than looking for adventures. You must be hungry. You didn't manage to have dinner after all. Indeed, I completely forgotten about my hunger, but after these words of hers, my stomach drew attention to itself by giving a tremendous rumble. Traitorous rumble. Both are fine. Slavia smiled. Let's go then. What, is the canteen still open? It's alright, I have the keys. The keys? Yes, I have the keys to all the facilities in the camp. How come? Well, I'm something like the camp leader's aside here. I see. Well, let's go. It was an offer you can't refuse. Of course, can't refuse this offer. When we reached the square, Slavia stopped in her tracks. Excuse me, I should warn my roommate that I'll be out late. She's so punctual herself that she'll be worried otherwise. You go on to the canteen and I'll come in a minute, alright? Alright. That doesn't sound like a good idea at all. I really did not expect to find somebody aside from myself there at such a late hour. But you did, didn't you? And that somebody was apparently trying hopelessly to open the door. Without any secret thoughts, I walked up onto the porch. The lockpicker turned out to be Elisa. Or Alyssa, I suppose. Elisa? Alyssa? Whatever. Alyssa? Is it Alyssa? I don't know. I should have probably kept off and waited. She looked at me intensely for a while, then said, "Don't just stand there. Give me a hand or something." Gosh. Meaning, help me open the door. Why? 'Cause I want some buns and kefir. Dinner wasn't big enough. Gosh. Is that really a good idea? Aren't you hungry yourself? Huh? Yolanda didn't let you have normal dinner, did she? She smiled sarcastically. It's true, she didn't. It's fine. Slavia will come now and... What? Guess I shouldn't have said that. Well, I'm off then. Oh. And you'll pay for this. You owe me 2 already. Why do I owe her 2? Why do I owe you anything? Having said that, she disappeared into the night. I don't owe you anything. Yeah, what was the first one? What? Didn't keep me waiting for too long. Is everything alright? Yeah, why are you asking? No reason, it's nothing. It would be better if I didn't tell her about Elisa. Everything's fine. I said that and I immediately heard a note of dishonesty in my voice. Well, shall we go? As for Slavia, she seemed not to have noticed anything. Or at least she was pretending she hadn't. We entered the canteen. Ooh, it's getting romantic! Hoo! It's romantic! Too romantic! Stop it! Wait a bit. I'll go get something. I sat down in a chair and obediently waited for my savior. Oh, art style change! Ooh, baby! My dinner was simple, a few buns and a glass of kefir. No wonder. I bet hungry pioneers finished everything off. However, even that was a far better than most of my usual diet. Slavia sat across the table and looked at me while I was eating. That's kind of creepy. Is there something on my face? No, just... She smiled. So, how did you like your first day at camp? It fucking sucked! Okay, Slavia? It was a horrible day. Okay, the campers were mean to me. That one chick, she screamed at me. It was just a horrible time. I want to go home. It's hot. And I'm wearing winter clothes, Slavia. Fucking winter clothes. I'm wearing winter boots right now, Slavia. Do you have any idea how fucking hot it is, Slavia? I don't know where the fuck I am, but I want to go home. I don't want to stay here. I'm gonna write a note to my mom. There's nothing you can do about it. Huh. Fucking showed her. Well, I don't really know. It's silly to ask someone who suddenly found himself in a different reality whether he liked the food in the canteen, the camp leader, his assigned hut. It's alright, you'll get used to it. Slavia stared out the window dreamily. I don't even have a window there. Frankly speaking, I have no desire to get used to such things, but as for her, she doesn't know. Or at least she wants me to think that she doesn't. Well, all in all, it's nice here. I had to somehow break the awkward silence. Do you think so? She asked without any interest. Yeah, this place is so... I wanted to say retro, but I managed to hold it back. After all, it was retro for me, but what about them? It might be the only kind of life they knew. If the term life was applicable here at all. Seriously, dude, what is with this, like, alternate reality theory you're staying on? I really believe you're not in an alternate reality. So, how? She watched me closely, as if something important depended on my answer. Well, I don't know. Lovely. Yeah, it's lovely here. I guess you're right. She smiled again. It's very good that you think so, because you're staying here forever. Why? Well, not everybody likes it here. And what about you? Me? Yes. I love it here. It's great. Yay! Then you don't need to worry about what other people think. Well, I don't really worry. Slavia laughed. She doesn't look like she's laughing. At all. This conversation... Yeah. This conversation seemed to be leading me far astray from where I wanted to get to. And you're worried yourself. Really? Why do you say so? Well, when someone is chewing so intensely... Sorry. It's okay. I couldn't bring myself to be more cautious around this girl. But why her in particular? Why not any other local inhabitant? Seriously, quit calling people inhabitants and just call them fucking people. This guy kills me. This guy makes me feel like this guy's a douchebag in a sense, almost. Whatever. Every one of them looked completely normal to me. Precisely normal. So normal it sends chills down my spine into my marrow. Normal. Not like the neighbor with the power drill in one hand and a subwoofer in the other. Not like a passenger you can often meet in a subway or a public transport. Not like a co-worker at the next table in an open plan office. I said that right. Shut up. And not even like a friend who only differs from the other humans in his constant insistence. All of them look normal, as I would expect them to be, with their downsides but without any superpowers. And Slavia, well, is also cute. I glanced at her stealthily, not knowing what to say. Sorry, I wanted to show you the camp, but was run off my feet. I wanted to show you the camp, but was run off my feet. I didn't miss anything while on my own, I guess. Are you sure you haven't missed anything at all? She smiled so brightly I had to drop my eyes in confusion. Well, how would I know? It's my first day here. Fair enough. Very fair statement. Okay, and what have you seen so far? I've seen the square, this canteen, the football field, and what about the beach? Just from afar. You really should go there. Or let's do it together. Ooh, they're gonna do it together. Yeah, okay. Well, we will. Her naturalness started to scare me, but then I thought, what if everything that happens here is how it's supposed to be in this world looks strange only to me? While for them it is... normal? No, she's flirting with you, and you're just being a little bitch. Sorry to say, but you are. Maybe I was thrown into the past? Yes, that would explain a lot. Would it? What would that explain? Can I ask a stupid question? No. Oh. Just no? He can't ask... I can't ask a question, apparently. Damn, I wasn't expecting that answer. She stood up from the table. It's late. Can you find the way to Olga Dmitrievna's by yourself? Of course I can, but why should I go there? She'll settle you with someone. What for? Probably this question seems stupid because Slavia bursted into good natured laughter. You need to sleep somewhere, right? That makes sense. Fine, I'll be off then. Oh, sorry, this is her. Fine, I'll be off then. Good night. She kind of sounds like a robot. Night. It's strange that she left in such a hurry. A bundle of keys left in the door lock caught my attention. I was going to catch up to Slavia, but where does she live? Slavia. And knocking on every door during the middle of the night didn't sound like a bright idea. Fucking take those keys, they're mine now. I better take them. I'll give them back tomorrow, because who knows what happens here at night. No, they're my keys now, and no one else can fucking touch them, or I will shank them with those keys. Such thoughts gave me chills. It's me who needs to be careful here in the first place. The night, though dark, wasn't silent at all. One could hear chirping crickets, the songs of the night birds, and the rustling of trees from everywhere. A sudden desire to follow Slavia's advice and go to the camp leader's cabin appeared. I don't know why, but the sight of the unknown bronze builder of communism put me in a constructive mood. I sat on the beach and started to recall everything that happened today. That was all my constructive mood could offer.